Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Wintermute. How are you all doing today? So where are we? Well, yesterday we started out with Dr. Astrid Greenwood on the Fukatsu Maru, the mysterious Japanese cargo ship, in which she found out that the crew basically was all dead. Some of them had been tied up. At least one of them seems to have been attacked. There seems to have been violence. And eventually she found a trail of bodies under the ice leading away from the ship. The ship itself, its captain was not the original captain. It was somebody they'd picked up, apparently after the lights went out, as they described it. But Astrid has reached the conclusion that the Aurora is somehow luring people into the water. And just as she was trying to get everybody in Perseverance Mills to leave the town, they're interrupted by the convicts from Blackwood Prison. Mathis, to be precise. At which point the story switched over to Will Mackenzie and Jace, who were attempting to escape from the convicts as well. They made their way across the landscape, with Jace alternate being irritated and, as it turns out, claustrophobic and terrified of the dark, and mines in particular. So of course they have to make their way through a mine in the usual fashion, that is, having to dash through poison gas laden areas to finally get to the Suzuki Radio Telescope, where they met with Dr. Atwood. And that gave Will the chance to deliver Jeremiah's message, which is the word Wintermute. Now, we have not yet learned what the research was that was going on there. Atwood's response is diffident, to say the least. She doesn't want to talk about it, and I am idly speculating there's going to be an extraterrestrial aspect to the story. And so now, the last thing that Will was told to do was basically make use of the kitchen and go to bed, which is essentially where we resume. I'm hoping that's the one. Yes, I think that's the right load. In normal fashion, this means I'm about to rob the place blind of everything that isn't tied down. For example, someone has very
Hope I can still eat this.
kindly left that out for him. Barracks, washroom. Let me see if we can get through this door. No, we can't.
I could use this.
Yeah, so in the best traditions of the place, I can't pick up the eternal lamp. Of course I can't. Oh, we also found out that Methuselah appears to be...
Whoa. I haven't seen that much food in... well, feels like years.
I don't think I can take all this, can I? How much water has he got? I have a suspicion he's going to need this food. What do I do with so much stuff? Ah! should be enough to keep him going. That is a ridiculous amount of food.
Wonder if the owner's around.
Yes, the owner is around, obviously. And I have just stolen entirely too much. In fact, I've stolen so much I'm almost feeling guilty. Brother. I don't think we're gonna need this much. Yeah, that's far too much. He's massively... Oh, this is funny. Yeah, I think we've overdone this somewhat. I want to keep everything because I'm used to playing in survival mode and it would be entirely too handy to hang on to. Okay, let's be reasonable about this. So one thing actually, in all seriousness, that I could seriously use is some better clothing. Going to raid the toilets for water.
Thank goodness.
Don't suppose anybody's left a gun lying around. Well, that's kind of interesting that they blocked off passageway. Oh, this was unexpected.
Again, Astrid. I'm afraid we'll lose her this time.
That's not gonna happen.
that was slightly bizarre.
Huh?
Well, don't worry, Pilot. I'll be with her soon.
Wake up, Mackenzie.
Wake up, Mackenzie.
Wake up, Mackenzie. Good. You're awake. Atwood wants us to meet her in the control room. I think she was up all night.
I have to get the hell out of here.
I am going to stuff some food in here, though. At least until I can get my weight limit down. I don't mind being overweight for some of this stuff. Oh, we don't need that. I'm going to guess that we can pick up more firewood along the way. There we go. Which way did she go? No, I've already searched the other place, but what I'm looking for is better clothing. Just in case.
Nobody needs this anymore.
That's weird. That. Oh. Okay. Makes them a little bit warmer.
There's got to be something useful in here.
let's just get on with the story. Mind you, the last time I stashed stuff somewhere, we couldn't go back and get it, so...
So many locked doors. It's almost like they don't want just anyone wandering around here.
I can't remember where her office is.
That's not the right way.
Okay. I'm going to say that that's a clue. The thing is, I don't really see what that's going to happen here that would make a material difference to his whole goal, which of course is to... Hello, Rikash. Hello, Phoebe. How are you doing? I am in the process of getting lost. Ah, here we go. Alright, let's find out what Dr. Atwood has to say.
You look like you could use this.
There isn't enough coffee in the world, believe me.
Glad you could join us. It took me all night, but I think I figured out how we might be able to retrieve the data in the memory buffers. It's risky, but I don't think we have a choice.
I would love to help, but there's a place I gotta be. I delivered your message. I got Jace back to you. My work here is done. There are other people who need me.
Yeah, you tell him.
Listen, Mackenzie, is it? I'm not a trusting person by nature. But if John trusted you with his message...
John?
You know him as Jeremiah.
Oh, so you do know him?
Yes, it's a long story. Suffice to say that if John trusted you, I will also be forced to trust you.
Like I said, I have stuff to do, so don't feel obligated to include me.
Mr. Mackenzie.
Just Mackenzie.
Mr. Mackenzie, whatever important thing you think you need to do, I promise you, it's not more important than this.
Yes, it is.
This might be the most important thing anyone has ever done.
I doubt that very much.
I'm listening.
I have an idea for how to retrieve our data from the memory buffers, but to do that, I need the power back online.
Sounds like a tall order, given everything.
Normally, I'd agree. But the Suzuki telescope was built with a very specific purpose in mind.
It's electromagnetically shielded.
Exactly. See, the whole reason this is up here is its location not only allows the telescope to broadcast and receive signals from space with almost unprecedented clarity.
Like I said in the mine, why else would you build a radio telescope in such a remote location?
But the area's geological and
It's not the
geothermal
first one that puts in a
characteristics lend
remote
some
location.
very unique attributes.
Look, I'm not a scientist.
Can you flip a switch?
That I can do.
Perfect. Look at this map. See these 3 black rectangles?
Uh-huh.
These are substations for the station's geothermal plant.
I thought you said it was only enough to power the heat in your lab.
Currently, yes, but the system was designed to power the whole facility. The project was mothballed several years ago, and only the small feeder line left open, which is what is heating us right now. But the main line was mostly operational when they shut it down.
Okay.
If we can get the full system back on...
Okay, Brikash, that sounds like a good idea.
...the mainframes and pull the memory from the buffers before...
Before what?
Before the memory gets wiped. Forever.
So the only way to maybe retrieve the data is to possibly get the system going long enough to pull the
You're welcome.
data down. And if we fail to have perfect timing, the data, my life's work, will be deleted. Forever.
Our life's work.
What do you need me to do?
In each of the 3 substations, you should be able to find a bank of physical switches. They're currently in a kind of testing mode. Prime them and flip them to active. And, with any luck, we'll have power.
Yeah, but why should he do that?
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Problem is, once you start one substation, you'll have to hurry to the next.
Oh no.
Normally, they would be turned on simultaneously by multiple crews. Here, you'll be on your own.
Take Jace.
Long, pressure will build up in the system and probably create a catastrophic explosion.
Right. Let's avoid that.
In fact, they've got 3 of them. Why can't the 3 of them do it?
You know.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Tell him.
Tell me what?
Well, you might not be alone out there.
Huh?
You might have noticed wildlife has been acting a bit strange lately, since the aurora first appeared weeks ago.
You don't say.
Well, for some reason, it's even worse up here.
Our working theory is the altitude and proximity to a range of anomalous geological strata.
It's okay. Strange wildlife I can handle.
Great. You'd better get going.
Why don't the 3 of you go?
You need to be back before the next aurora.
Why can't things ever be easy?
If my calculations are correct, we're due for another burst of heightened aurora activity very soon, which means the unshielded parts of the system will be vulnerable. Last time, the system shut down following emergency protocols. This time, there are no more protocols to protect the system. Another blast of geomagnetic activity like that, and the whole system could go up in flames.
Right. So, no data. And what's so important about this data anyway?
Thank you.
Please hurry, Mr. Mackenzie.
No.
Get this
He deserves to
I
know.
promise you all the answers your curious heart desires.
There's a supply room by the entrance we came in at. You're gonna want to grab some warmer clothes and whatever else you think might come in handy.
Again, why can't the 3 of them... Hi, Danny. Why can't the 3 of them do this? And why should Mackenzie be wasting his time with this? Why should he do it out of the goodness of his heart? He genuinely has more important things to do. He's not been given a reason to do this at all. It's absolutely no reason why he should get further involved. All I've got to do now is find the room that they were referring to. It's stupid.
This place is a bit of a maze.
He would be fully justified in just grabbing the clothes. And getting on out of there.
I got the impression from Atwood that I shouldn't take any chances with the wildlife up here. This'll come in handy.
Our Peanut and Earl and Lola. Shotgun.
That'll come in handy.
Where's the shotgun? I want the shotgun now. I want the shotgun.
Could end up being useful.
stuff. I still want the shotgun. There's the shotgun.
Excellent.
Yes.
Better safe than sorry.
Oh, it's a single shot. Okay. Well, that's better than nothing.
I could use this. What have we here?
Yes, I'm taking everything. I'm going to get him properly equipped and then see where we go from there. Right, let's do ourselves a bit of a fix-it session. Okay, so he's got the crampons on. Oh, that's kind of funny. I wonder how long I've got. Well, finally, we've got some decent... Finally got some decent stuff. And we haven't even repaired everything yet. Oops. I am going to save this. And the reason it says scope there is I haven't got the space to type in telescope. Right, let's have a quick repair session. Oh boy, do I have enough? Not used to having so much choice. Oh, not too bad. Let's see what else. Is it me, or is the... Doesn't look to me like the timer is moving, which is good. Yep, timer's not moving. I have time. This is so good. Don't need to rush. Apart from the fact that he's now thirsty. I have a feeling they wouldn't necessarily be massively happy about the fact that I'm tearing all their stuff apart and nicking everything that isn't tied down. They're just gonna have to live with it. Okay, I can take my sweet time about making sure I've got everything I need. Let's see. I still don't see that Mackenzie has any great reason to hang around. I mean, who cares what data they've got? Is it going to, in what way is it actually going to help with whatever situation Astrid's got herself into? Okay, let's start dropping things. No. How much cloth have I got? Great, don't have it. That's 100%. I don't need 2 hatchets. I'm not likely to require 2 hatchets. And flare shells, I don't think I need that. Taking a bit of a chance there. Probably don't need that much coffee, but it's not heavy. One of the dangers is it's very tempting to say, well, I'll take a spare set of clothes with me. But in practice in this game, or at least in story mode, I haven't really needed it. So I could probably go and get some sleep. And the game would... Right, what else can I get rid of? Water I'm going to need, that I'm going to need. I almost certainly will need that. Although, that would probably work. If I need more of that lot, I'm going to be in trouble. The temptation is to keep everything. What we'll try and do is get it down to... Oh, that's nice. By boys, I assume you mean the other cats. Of course, one thing is I am going to get through a lot of this food. Oh, hello, Peanut and Earl. Where is... I have one thing I have not seen, despite the implied presence of it. Is a flare gun. The balaclava is needlessly sinister, but it is extremely warm. That's about as warm as I think I've ever gotten just with clothes. It's possible to get warmer. Yeah. I would like to find where the flare gun is. I understand the tactical backpack you can get in survival mode from some obscure, not obscure place, from Timberwolf Mountain or something like that. The last time I thought I might go and try and find it, I ended up being eaten by a bear. I experienced a triple bear mauling. Okay, he's got in more than enough stuff. Right. What do we think? Anybody got any last minute advice? We are all, oops. Okay, what's his warmth bonus? 24 degrees centigrade. For clothing, that's not bad. It is possible to do better. If I had 2 of those, for example, another wool shirt, sorry, another sweater. Yeah, you can get a few degrees warmer with basic clothes, but this is pretty good. And crampons. And a shotgun. How much shotgun ammo have I got? Where's my shotgun ammo? Easiest way. 17 rounds plus whatever I've got. 18 rounds of shotgun ammo. No, they got decent sights, but why they don't have a better shotgun, I don't know. But I suppose single shot would be fine for a place like this. Okay. Do you know what? I'm going to test the game a bit. I am going to go and sleep. Given that they don't seem to be progressing time right now, it seems appropriate that I actually make sure I'm in as good a condition as I can get before I head out. Oops. I must admit, if I was in Mackenzie's position, I would be a lot more aggressive about finding out why on earth he should help them, because Dr. Atwood is not being helpful. He has been given no reason whatsoever to assist. Oh, I can't? Oh, you're kidding me. It's not going to let me take a nap. You're kidding. I can't take a nap. Oh, that's so unfair. That's... Okay. Hang on. I did a save. Okay, never mind. I am slightly bothered that I can't find the implied flare gun, but on the other hand, I have a shotgun. So, cross fingers and hope. I have never used the flare gun so much as in Astrid's story. Guy used the flare gun a lot to get out of trouble. And the only time I used the bow and arrow turned out to be a complete waste of time, because while I did shoot the bear that was threatening me, it turned out not being an issue. Right. We are going to make a game save. Yeah, let's overwrite that. I am curious, where did it... Yes, it did. Right. Eat some food. Drop the can. Where's the can? Where'd the can go? Oh, that's irritating.
Be careful out there. Everything depends on you now.
Why aren't you coming with us?
I'll be careful.
Just come back, okay?
Go to the geothermal region. Yeah, I already checked the vehicle. Ah, here we go. Nearly an hour into the stream, and we actually start getting on with the story. For half a second there, I thought we'd crashed. Oh, stop. Oh, I've got 3 hours. Alright. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Not being helpful. I am in the right place. Oh, great. How am I supposed to get up there? Oh, they're not going to do this to me, are they? Well, the good news is... Oh, you're kidding me. I've got to go all the way around. Haven't I? Yep. I've got to go all the way around and down. Now that I know that, I am not going to waste time. Morning. Yeah, I don't know whether it's the exciting bit, Ali Charo. All I know is rush, 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 and I've got a single shot shotgun. At least I'm warm. And he's going to get very tired very quickly. Which presumably is why he's carrying all that coffee. And all that shotgun ammo. Although 18 rounds of shotgun ammo. I would almost rather have my typical revolver loadout.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, you're kidding me. You're just going to insist on coming back, aren't you? Oh, that wasn't the best approach I could have done with this. Oh, blast! Morning, Eugene. Keep forgetting it's a single shot.
I just need to close my eyes.
I'm probably going to have to rerun this, aren't I? Because I made a bit of a pig's mess of that. Oh, I thought I was doing a smart thing and not. Yep, definitely not. Well, tell you what we'll do. We'll go as long as we can. Where's the coffee? Oh, grief. Yeah. Remaining time, 1 hour 44 minutes. I started out with 3 hours? Yeah. Oh, I hate this already. I'm not going to do it in time. Yeah. I haven't even gotten to the first one. First clue was that they gave you a shotgun, and then they said, oh, the wolves are persnickety.
Gotta keep moving. No time to waste.
I hate timed sections like this. But the stupid thing is, there were 3 of them. 3 substations. You know, they're prepared to risk his life, but they're not prepared to risk their own. Why? Because he's the big, strong man?
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
I mean, at the very least, Jace has demonstrated her ability to survive. Am I in the right place? No, I've got a ways to go yet. Yeah, this I can almost predict is not going to work. Oh, great. Just to make life interesting, now I've got to go round. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you've definitely got to be kidding me. Yes, but Jace is good at surviving as well. And if this is so freaking important, I think they should be willing to take the risks as well. You know? Hello, Ptarmigan. I've only got one of them, unfortunately. That's all I could find. But for now, at least, actually. Yeah, that's the only one I've got. That's why they start you out tired, isn't it? And won't let you take a nap. Yeah, I'm never gonna. Oh, great. It doesn't matter. You know, to be honest, and they never haven't given him a decent reason. There's one thing that bothers me. They have not given him a good reason why he should be doing this. Apart from Dr. Atwood saying, oh, trust me, this is important. Which is stupid. She hasn't given him an actual reason why he should be doing this. Alright, where am I going?
Hope that worked. That seems to have woken up a lot of bad stuff.
Oh, that was stupid. Where's the...
That hurts so much.
Should have thought.
Feels like it's still burning.
Ah, silly me. Where's the phone? Do I really want to answer it?
The pain.
Hey, Mackenzie.
Back to this phone thing, I see.
Remind you of any prison in particular?
Those were good times. What's up, Jace?
Just saw the light for Substation 3 go green on my board. Nice work. Wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
It's slow going. Lots of angry wildlife out here.
Yeah, we tried to warn you.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, well, be careful out there. I'll check in with you at the next substation.
Will do.
Right, first aid kits. There we go.
I think I can use this.
This is going to end up being a sort of sacrificial run, I think. I don't really see how I can...
This stuff will come in handy. That'll come in handy.
Yeah, going through them.
This'll come in handy. There's gotta be another way out of here.
Oh, great. They just had to do this, now we're gonna make you slow. Blasted thing. Oh, bother. Why couldn't you? Never mind. Yeah, I know. I saw. That's obviously what the purpose was. I just thought that... Ah, heck. I have a suspicion we're going to be doing this tomorrow as well. That didn't help me dodge the steam at all. There's the way out. Oh. I must have missed a turning somewhere. Stupid game. No, that doesn't help me misdodge the steam, does it? No, because I should have just gone straight to the exit. Yes, of course I should.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Oh, you're...
Going too slow. I'm gonna run out of time. I'm down.
Alright, where am I going? Wasted time trying to, in quotes, dodge the steam.
Looks like steam's starting to come out of the pipes. Pressure must be building in the system. Just like Atwood warned would happen. Gotta follow the steam pipes. They'll lead me to the next substation.
Well... yeah.
Gotta find my way past
That's not going to work, is it? Oh, great. Oh, you're kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Yes, of course. They're gonna make me drop all the goodies that I accumulated. When did I pick that up? Next time I do this, I will drop everything except the MREs.
Could end up being useful.
Don't recommend running downhill under normal circumstances. So, here's a tip for everybody who undertake this. Don't treat it like survival. Treat it like a speed run. Come on. Don't walk through the steam. Ammo, drugs, MREs, water. That's probably all you're going to need for this. Where am I headed? Oh, look. In principle, there was a way over that way, wasn't there? Ah. Even if I couldn't see it. Oh, there's a wolf. Which way am I going? Oh, great.
Oh, come on.
Oh, pain. Yeah, this is not going to work. Which way am I going? No, I can't go that way. Oh! I don't have to let them get so close like I would with a revolver. Hey, Tony. We have come to the first-person shooter part of the game. Where am I?
I gotta hurry. I need to get back to Suzuki before nightfall.
Alright, so next time I have to do this, and I'm assuming is the next time. Yes, I did make a save, fortunately, right before I started, so... Clothes, MREs, water, drop everything. Yeah, it's a shotgun, single shot, shotgun and ammo. Oh, here we go. Now we just test this out again. And the wolves come back. Oh, I don't suppose it'll make it into the... Yeah. Once I run out of shotgun ammo, I'm pretty much dead. I'm going the wrong way. Oops. think. I don't think I... Yeah, I say I don't think I got extra clothes. Yeah. But like I say, when I restart, as I inevitably will have to, we are activating substations for reasons. And killing wolves. Because they're more aggressive up here for reasons. And they don't die. And I need to be more aggressive about killing wolves. Oh, I don't know. The magic spear to kill the magic bear didn't work for me either. Nope, not getting up that way. Look at me clambering around the side of the mountain. Oh, great. Oh, I've got... Can't just go up the side here, can I? No. Oh. What am I missing? Oh, follow the... Follow the pipe? Yes. My bad. I've got exactly 3 rounds of ammo left.
I'll be hungry later. What have we here? I could eat anything.
Alright, spoil it for me. Is the ballistic vest any use? No. Don't see that it can be. Unless I'm about to get shot by something.
too heavy. Primed and activated.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Jace. Shut up. I'm looking for ammunition. Where's the phone? Do I care?
Never know when I might need to defend myself. We gotta stop meeting like this.
How goes the war?
Not sure. I think we're winning.
2 green lights on the board. Feels like we could be.
Something doesn't feel quite right, though.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Can't put my finger on it.
Well, keep an eye on it. I need you upright and breathing out there, getting shit done.
I'm on it.
Atwood's getting squirrely. She's pretty sure tonight's Aurora is going to be a big one. I don't need to tell you how important this is, do I, Mackenzie?
I know what I need to do.
I'm seeing some pressure building in the geothermal system. Gotta get that next station online ASAP, or we're gonna have problems.
Shut up, Jace. You're interfering.
Sorry to add more pressure, Mackenzie. Please be careful out there.
You know me. Careful is my middle name.
Stop flirting.
I think you mean crashing my plane and having endless bad luck is your middle name.
Still here, though.
Let's keep it that way.
Too much stuff to carry.
Right. Right. Where's the ballistic vest? I picked up the ballistic vest. Oh, come on. Yeah. I'm not quite sure why it's not showing up. No clothing of this type, no clothing of this type. Yes. Okay. Alright, what I'm going to do is I am going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to continue this, see if I can actually struggle on through. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right. I am actually going to do a save game. And I am going to drop a bunch of stuff. Nope. Hang on. That I don't need. It's going to be the usual question. Don't I need? I don't need those, do I? Hope not. Not wearing that. Not wanting that. Oh, this is entirely too much. If I can just get down to 40 kilograms, I'll be happy. That's my food. Okay. Yes, I was. All right.
It's starting to get dark. Gotta go faster. Another one down.
I've already bandaged the bun.
That didn't work. What the hell is that glowing stuff? It's like the aurora.
Oh, it's glimmer fog. Yeah, it's glimmer fog. We're used to glimmer fog, are we not?
Follow the pipes. Yeah, they'll show the route out of this crazy place.
So basically, though, it's not the total run time, it's the run between substations that matters. Take as much time as you like, as long as you get to the substation in time. It seems. Am I still headed the right way? Yes. Great. And the bridge is broken, isn't it? Wonderful. You just had to do that to me, didn't you?
I wonder who owns this stuff. Just what I need. I need to drop something.
Yep, good idea. Thank you. I was actually just wondering about that. And I'm not just saying that. I'll wager to anybody who hasn't played the Far Territories, the Glimmer Fog would be somewhat disconcerting. And I know I keep doing this, but
It's almost like I'm stuck in crazy mountains. Madness. Like mountains of madness.
that was a Lovecraft story. Mountains of Madness. There's been people wanting to make a movie of that for decades, but it's considered to be unfilmable. Although I imagine they will make a movie of it sometime. Yeah, I know, Eugene. Doesn't matter what I've got on me. Doesn't matter. I didn't envisage it was going to be quite like this at the beginning of today. Otherwise, I would have approached this a little differently right from the start. This is reminding me of the speedrun I did across Forsaken Airfield to get that video for music.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Ah! Okay, the body armor's proven useful. Body armor's proven to be very useful.
That's the last of them.
Right, I am going to do a quick save. The main problem with filming the Mountains of Madness, and I got a moment. The main problem, there's a couple of issues with the Mountains of Madness. One is getting the atmosphere correct, and the other is it actually plays into the flat Earth concept, the idea that there are 40,000 foot mountains in Antarctica. I suppose they could work around that. That's not a huge problem, but the atmosphere would be the hard thing about doing it. You'd also have to bear in mind that H.P. Lovecraft had, I'm not sure whether it was a fear of or a phobia of cold. He absolutely detested it, apparently. So you'd have to find some way to properly reflect that. And again, that goes with atmosphere. I think the special effects and what have you would be straightforward in this day and age. But you would have to have a really, really good filmmaker, storyteller do it. All right. What I want is... Shut up, Jace. I haven't got time to flirt.
This stuff will come in handy.
I want ammo.
Gotta find my way past this mess.
Shut up, Jace. I don't need you right now. Have I got enough ammo to get back?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, I'm a lot happier about that. Where's the phone?
This'll come in handy.
Gotta find my way past this mess.
I think I can use this.
I see 3 green lights on the board, and a bunch of this old gear seems to be powering up.
Good news.
How's it looking out there?
I think I've seen the worst of it.
The pressure in the system seems to have dissipated, so that's one less thing to worry about.
Great news. How are Atwood's preparations coming?
She's in heaven. Haven't been able to get a word in edgewise since the power came back online. She's been running from system to system, and I am just trying to stay out of her way.
All right. Let's hope her plan works.
Tell that man to stop fooling around and get back here on the double.
I gotta go. If the big Aurora appears before we're ready...
I remember. Your life's work down the tube.
Exactly. Be careful out there, Mackenzie. And get back to us soon.
Now, let me guess, I'm going to have to run through the dark.
Good. It worked.
Right. The obvious way would be to go this way, wouldn't it? There's this temptation to pick the rose hips.
The air tastes.
I haven't read Lovecraft in a long time, but I did read everything he wrote. I think everything. You could get whole collections of his stuff.
Oh, shit.
Make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah, the funny thing about Lovecraft is he's obviously inspired a lot of stuff, but I'm not sure that any movies based on his work have ever been particularly popular. I mean, I can't think of any. But I mean, that just may be the nature of Lovecraft. You know, it's one thing to read it, but not everybody's going to be a Lovecraft fan. I mean, more people are going to be a fan of Stephen King, I would imagine, than Lovecraft. I have no idea whether this makes any difference or not.
What the hell was that?
Oh, great.
Oh, shit! Is that what I think it is?
I don't know. I haven't seen it myself. Let me guess. Cougar? Oh, for heaven's sake.
The air tastes funny, like metal in my mouth. Oh, shit.
Yep. I am reloaded. Anybody guess what I'm gonna do? I don't normally rank authors in that fashion, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what the top 10 horror authors are. I mean, Stephen King, H.P. Lovecraft, James Herbert, you see that then I run out of horror authors. I mean, I would put Guy N. Smith on there, but that would not be a very popular suggestion. I mean, in terms of influence, yeah, Lovecraft. Lovecraft is going to be right up there.
Oh, shit! Is that what I think it is?
See, I can't even see the thing.
Cougar.
Rats, come on. I can't even remember which way I'm going. Oh, Clive Barker, yes. Ah! Oh, kidding me. Hey, Misu. How you doing? Brother. Oh, yeah. Edgar Allan Poe would definitely be up there. Shelley for Frankenstein. Yeah. How are you doing, Mizu? How is Pseudo? Say hi to him for me. And your grand collection of cats.
Oh, shit! Is that what I think it is? Cougar. Gotta get back to Suzuki before it's too late.
Oh, right. And the fact that he's got his shotgun with him does not fill me full of great hope. What do you want to bet Mathis is going to be here? Don't tell me. We're going to have this whole thing. How is he supposed to be in Perseverance Bay and here at the same time?
You did it, Mackenzie!
Yes, good work, young man.
It was no trouble. Now, do you have everything you need?
I think so.
I still have a job for you.
No.
Please, accompany Jace up to...
I can handle that alone, Dr. Atwood. He's already done enough.
Yes.
Company Jace to...
With tonight's Aurora, we have a chance to pull the data now that the systems are nearly back online. But I'm not sure Jace can handle the next part alone.
Oh, I'm sure she can.
We need to get the data from the buffers back into the mainframe and then to the scope's relays for processing. But for that to work, we need the benefit of the program.
The program?
Just a little something I put together during my graduate thesis.
It's a brilliant bit of coding, and without it, we'd be dead in the water.
Okay.
Why haven't you got it here?
What can I do?
The next parts are all about...
Oh, no.
timing, and we each have a part to play.
I'm sure I can handle the telescope.
Nonsense. This is too important to let pride get in the way.
Once more? For good luck?
Let's not make this a habit, okay?
Works for me.
You two had better get moving. We're running out of time.
Would somebody just tell him why we're going to all this ridiculous trouble? I mean, none of this makes any sense. Well, it's just that the whole thing doesn't serve any apparent purpose. Oh, where's she gone? Nobody's given him a reason why he should do this. Any of it. None of it seems to have anything to do with whatever's happening at Perseverance Mills. Sorry. I shouldn't do that. There's absolutely no reason for him to apparently cater to the whims of a couple of mad scientists. Well, okay, they're not mad, but you know what I mean. Because it doesn't solve his whole purpose. His whole purpose is to get the vaccines to his ex-wife. And this is not achieving that purpose. Their data, you know, is not important. There's no one's given any reason why it's important at all.
Feels like the whole facility is slowly waking up. That aurora is a real mystery.
No, it's not.
It's almost like magic, really.
That's solar wind interacting with the atmosphere.
Imagine the logistics involved in building this facility. Staggering. The people who built this had no idea how important
I got really lucky in that. I got really lucky with that last part. I only had to shoot the cougar once, and that was it. I don't think I killed it, but then, yeah, then I got lucky. Granted, I kept moving and kept running, but...
Well, well, there she is. The Suzuki Radio Telescope. Isn't she beautiful? Lit up by the aurora, no less. I've never seen it so...
I don't know.
It's massive.
Let's hope we're not too late.
Hang on a second. Oh, blast, I wanted to get a screenshot.
Okay, time to get this party started. There's a fair bit of...
It doesn't really matter at the kind of range that he was shooting. It wouldn't spread. So, yeah. I mean, at close range, a shotgun basically acts like a projectile, a single projectile weapon.
Shouldn't be long now.
So, it wouldn't have made any difference.
Okay, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna have to run the program and update the code in real time to modulate for the aberrant magnetic field and...
Jace.
So I'll be busy focusing on that. Meanwhile, once the telescope grabs a signal, we'll need to follow the source. The new data will help flush the buffers, and the data in the buffers will get pushed to Dr. Atwood's workstation for processing. It's an archaic system, but best I could do with 30-year-old...
That's not how that kind of thing would work.
What you need me to do?
You're a pilot, right?
Yep.
Know how to adjust your heading to follow a radar beacon?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea.
Same principle. Grab the big metal wheels at the base of each leg of the telescope sensor assembly. You'll see a bunch of numbers around the edge.
Yes, I know. Although that is actually code-ish.
And then you have to find a way to match those bearings as quickly as you can.
Sounds easy enough.
The timing has to be perfect.
Got it.
Like, exactly perfect.
I hear you loud and clear.
Did you say you got here after crashing your plane?
Don't start.
Get ready. I'm seeing some power spikes. Something big. It's happening.
Get ready, Mackenzie.
All right. Where am I going?
What a mess.
Look for the wheel, Mackenzie.
Oh, you're kidding me. I know.
Here we go. 141 degrees.
You know, I'm bored now. What am I supposed to do now? It's not letting me grab the wheel. I've got to 141 degrees. It's not letting me grab the wheel. Oh, let me guess. No? Come on. What am I supposed to do? It's set to 141 degrees. Yes, 141. 141. I'm not supposed to press the green button, am I? Oh, why? What? Okay, I possibly should have paid.
Look for the console with the big wheel on it. Come on, Mackenzie.
How am I supposed to find anything down here? There's gotta be a way through here.
I've already done it, you stupid people. Oh.
Dish is huge.
That's it. We're getting close now. Keep going. Okay, 67 degrees.
No, wrong way.
Jace? Everything okay over there?
Don't worry. Keep going. Last bearing incoming. Come on, you sweet, sweet program.
What?
Don't let me down.
Oops. Where do I go now? Oh, I see.
.156, Mackenzie. Get to 156 before the whole thing blows.
Apparently it's going to blow up like that.
The program?
She did the most any program can hope to do. Her job. Now let's hope Dr. Atwood got what she needed. Because this gear is toast.
Oh. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
It's coming now. All the data just flooding out of the buffers.
Okay.
It worked. God damn it, it worked.
Now could we have an
Thank
explanation,
goodness.
please?
I hate to have to restart my PhD.
You did brilliant work, my girl. Absolutely brilliant.
What do you think a PhD is going to do to you in a world that doesn't need them anymore?
A continuous flow, uninterrupted.
How long before the data is ready for analysis?
These are old systems, and it takes a while for them to crunch through the numbers. It'll be hours before we'll... What?
Oh, you're kidding me.
What the hell just happened?
It's not the power this time. Geothermal plants still showing up green on the board.
It's the convicts.
Some kind of overload or emergency shutdown.
What now?
Now we do this the old-fashioned way. We start combing through the numbers.
I'll get us some light.
That's a huge monitor she's got there. Scrolling
Anything that would indicate the level of K index
Code.
you would expect to...
Shh, girl. Let me read.
Do you want me to grab a printout and I...
Could it be a G10?
Is there something I can do to...
Aha! Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah. There it is.
What do you see?
the WoW signal.
It can't be. That silly old British bastard was right. He just never knew how right he was. Why did it have to happen in our time?
There were CRT widescreens about that kind of
Please
size.
explain.
For you to fully understand would take more time than we have. I'd have to go back more than 150 years.
I like a good story.
I think we deserve some answers.
I think he deserved answers long before we got started on this.
In 1865, a British scientist and naval officer was tasked with supporting the research of a scientific team, seeking to create a kind of
Sit back and
communication
relax.
that
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
travel over the air. The Admiralty felt that dependence on the telegraph was holding them back. This Navy man was inspired by stories he'd heard about the Carrington event.
Yep, Carrington event was a real thing.
At the time, the largest geomagnetic event ever recorded. He had heard that the abundance of static electricity in the air had powered telegraph lines, even after the operators had unplugged them.
Yeah, that's true from what I recall.
This geomagnetically induced current, it got him thinking. This scientist's research led him all over the world, and he began to piece together a picture of the Earth's geomagnetic profile, and something about the operation of the sun and its effects on the Earth's magnetic field. Remember, this was 150 years ago, and well before they had the equipment to prove any of this. But a theory began to take shape in his mind that suggested the sun went
I can't
through
remember, to
cycles
be
of
honest.
activity, waxing and waning, but sometimes spiking inexplicably in dramatic ways. The historical record held evidence of many of these events, but in pre-industrial times, the impacts were more subtle. Even in the mid-1800s, there wasn't enough power infrastructure to really feel the impact of these spikes, so it wasn't of grave concern. But the growing dependence on telegraphy suggested this shouldn't be ignored. And this scientist predicted that if the level of electrification continued to grow exponentially...
This is called an expository lump.
this would
Oh,
create
yeah,
a
we did,
serious
didn't we?
vulnerability that could be exploited by their enemies at great cost
It's not-
to industry and society at
It's
large.
not necessary to advance the story.
He was given a secret commission from the Royal Geographical Society to prove his theories and to come up with a strategy that would ensure the British were in the strongest position to exploit any such geomagnetic disaster. After another decade of research, this scientist began to suspect that this geomagnetic current that existed all around them could impact many other things, and more deeply. He began to study migration patterns of animals, and gathered evidence of whale strandings, bird die-offs, and other unexplained mysteries relating to animals' innate abilities to navigate vast distances with great precision, without the benefit of modern tools or equipment. Eventually, he knew he had to travel north to the Arctic to really test his theories. And in December of 1865, he took a ship and a crew of Navy scientists and mariners in a specially commissioned research vessel, a modified bomb mortar ship, fashioned after the Terror and Erebus from the ill-fated Franklin expedition.
That is true, they
This
did
ship
use
was
bomb
named
vessels.
the HMS in Tenebris, and he took it and a crew far above the Arctic Circle, along with an array of unique recording equipments he had crafted himself, with the hope of collecting data.
So now we're getting into Victorian steampunk.
This scientist and Navy man was Captain Edmund Wintermute.
The word in Mackenzie's secret message.
It was a person's name.
Wintermute's mission was to collect data near the Arctic Circle, and he and his crew were also tasked with the goal of resupplying a small Navy research outpost that had been set up as part of Wintermute's program the year before. Some of the crew on Wintermute's ship was designated as relief for the outpost's crew, and Wintermute was meant to bring the replaced men home to their families. A few days away from the Arctic Circle and 2 days from their destination, Wintermute recorded increasingly active aurora and other geomagnetic activity around the ship, including St. Elmo's fire. But he also noticed something else. As evidenced by their journals, many of the crew were having trouble sleeping, with some experiencing full-blown insomnia that worsened as they traveled further north. Some were also beginning to forget things, their journal entries occasionally slipping into childlike language or outright gibberish. 2 days out from their destination, the night watch rang the ship's bell to announce a man had gone overboard. The man, an experienced mariner, had been observed to simply walk off the deck of the ship. By all rights, a calm and dependable sailor. This event shook the crew's morale. Wintermute did his best to keep them focused, but he was still inexperienced as a ship's captain, always more the scientist than sailor or Navy man, and he could tell the men were increasingly becoming anxious, even distrustful.
Walked off the ship and straight into the water.
Well, that sounds a bit like what
But things got even stranger after that.
Astrid found, wasn't it?
When they arrived at their destination, a small island surrounded by sea ice, they found the Navy observation camp that Wintermute had set up the year before completely abandoned. The shelters were mostly destroyed, the relentless Arctic winds having shredded their canvas. The sled dogs were killed, some seeming to have been eaten. Many of the men were found dead, their bodies frozen in their beds.
This sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Showing signs of having been attacked or murdered.
Yikes.
Keep in mind, the Franklin expedition was still fresh in the public imagination during this time, including all the rumors of cannibalism. Wintermute could tell some of his men were nearing their breaking point, so he sent them back to the ship and took only a small group of trusted officers with him to search the rest of the small island. On the far northern side, in an icy bay, they found the remainder of the outpost crew, their bodies frozen solid in the ice. Some appear to have walked in and simply frozen in place.
Jesus. And I thought we had it bad.
Not wanting to completely abandon his research, but also recognizing the fragility of his situation, Wintermute kept a small group of trusted and hardy men with him. He offloaded sufficient provisions and equipment for them to survive up to 6 months, and sent the crew and the Tenebris back to London, with the request that they send a rescue ship to pick them up.
That's dedication. But what does it have to do with our data?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, very slowly.
Months later, the relief ship returned to find only Wintermute remained. He had left books of scrawled notes, data he had gathered using his novel devices, sketches and observances of the men he had kept with him, and a detailed diary outlining their slow but progressive decline.
I hope everybody's following along. There will be a test later.
Wintermute was accused of murdering the men, brought back in shackles, and once back in England, summarily court-martialed and committed to a sanatorium. His equipment, journals, and the data therein were hidden by the Admiralty, and the Royal Geographical Society renounced Wintermute's membership and denounced his research, claiming he had gone rogue. His work disappeared for over a century, until I dug it up.
Why haven't we ever heard this story before?
Exactly the question you should be asking. I had encountered odd and inexplicable references to his research, but always leading to dead ends. I finally managed to get my hands, through no small feat of my own canny research and a dogged determination, I might add, on a few of his earlier papers. It wasn't easy, believe me. A woman, let alone a woman who isn't white, had to work 10 times harder to get access to this material, but I managed to do it. I spent the next 20 years piecing it together, tracing the fingerprints of Wintermute's theory, collecting his data, analyzing, and then adding to his research with research of my own using increasingly modern equipment. And the more I dug, the more data I collected, the more worried I became. Because not only had Wintermute's original fear come to pass, that the world had become dependent on the electrical grid, a technology that would easily be taken offline should any Carrington-level geomagnetic event occur.
That is a concern, by the way.
Worse, that the Carrington event of 1859 was like a tiny spark compared to the massive, overwhelming storm that might come in the future. I started to talk to others about this, but of course, people thought I was crazy. They ignored me at first, then started to denounce me, and then ostracize me. Until I eventually found myself so far on the fringes of accepted science that I was entirely isolated, with nobody to trust, nobody who would believe me. I lost my job, my marriage failed, all my...
I think she's overstating herself.
This explains something about your reputation, Dr. Atwood.
Nobody would believe me. Except for John, who you met as Jeremiah, Mr. Mackenzie. He was a young corporal in the Canadian military when I first met him.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Handsome, as I recall. It's a long story on top of an already long story, so I won't tell it all here. But the important thing was he was stationed at a radar observation post along the dew line, far north, and started to observe some strange things of his own. He followed the trail, which eventually led him to me. Then when we got together, there were sparks, I tell you. To be believed by someone, it was like a drug. We worked to uncover more data, and he kept his eyes and ears open, using his military connections to gather more information carefully. And he moved up the ranks, but always stayed under the radar, putting his career aspirations aside to ensure he could stay close to the facilities we needed access to. But it was never going to last. At one point, he was caught accessing some classified data shared with our NATO allies, and they thought he was spying for the Russians, so they put him in military prison. And we lost touch. Years later, he actually found me here, at the radio telescope.
Not something I've done. I don't think I ever really sat down and watched the Golden Girls.
Was gone. They'd somehow broken him. He said he still believed, but he couldn't be part of this journey. And that's the last time I saw him. That was more than 20 years ago. I can't believe he's still alive. And on Great Bear, no less.
How can we get to the point?
You can't possibly believe that's some kind of coincidence. Jeremiah being here.
What are you suggesting?
Isn't it obvious? He stayed here for you, to be close to you, to keep watch.
He's been here ever since, close by, in case you might need him. And as soon as he saw the aurora and what it could do, he knew. He saw the signs. When I met him, he was nearly killed by a bear. And when I left him, he was still not much more than half alive. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have come here himself. But he sent me to warn you. He made me promise. And he knew by then what that promise would mean.
He sent you in his place. And it's a good thing he did, because now we have the final piece. This is the answer we've been looking for all these years.
Do we finally have it?
I think we do, dear.
I'm not following.
All my research here, and Jace's since she joined me, has been to try to anticipate, to get ahead.
Ahead of what?
The next big Carrington-level event.
The thing Wintermute spent his life also searching.
Well, sounds like they're a bit late
And
for that.
others,
Just happened, didn't it?
Scientists, industrialists, crackpots, even here on Great Bear. The island's unique geologic strata and northern latitude created a perfect test bed for geomagnetic research. Even a few decades ago, a German industrialist named Rudiger. But that's not important.
Dr. Atwood, do we know the terminus?
We do, my dear.
And when is it coming? Do we have time to prepare?
No, dear. It's already too late. It's already started.
What does that mean?
It means we're in a new geomagnetic normal. What you've seen so far is really just the beginning. Things will get much worse from here on out.
But how long will it last? Carrington was over in a few days, weeks at most.
Oh, this is much bigger than Carrington.
How long, Doctor?
I hesitate to say. With the data I have, I can only offer a vague range. 40 to 400.
Hours?
Days?
Years?
Years.
That would be a major problem, it has to be said.
150 years ago, but nobody listened. And now we're at the very beginning of a geomagnetic storm. A disaster of such proportion we've not seen its like in recorded history. The power grid is down. Everything humanity has built over the last 100 years or more, based on technology, electronics, everything based on the integrated circuit, electricity, it's gone. It's all gone.
I
Nature is
think
changing, and soon
you can harden
we will
electronics
see the
against something like
impact
the
on
Carrington event,
people.
but
We won't emerge unscathed. And this period of darkness will last from 40 to 400 years. A new dark age. The long dark. And what humanity will exist on the other side of it, I cannot even begin to guess.
Then I need to warn her. I need to get to Perseverance Mills.
You're talking about your ex-wife, the doctor?
Astrid will be there. And she needs what's in this hard case.
What's in the case, and what kind of doctor?
She's a researcher. Insomnia, memory loss, fugue states. I think she stole some experimental meds. She's trying to help a friend, a child that's suffering from some mysterious illness. I'm not sure.
Go to her. Regardless of what's in the case, you can bring her here. Her and anyone else you care about. We have to think about the survival of the species now.
But what can we possibly do here?
Oh, Jace, my silly girl. Have you forgotten what this facility is built on?
I just know it's some government thing.
Before it was repurposed for use with the radio telescope, this was an observation post for monitoring satellite communications. Mostly American, Russian, some...
at least until they could get hardened electronics built.
Why here? Who would think we'd be spying from here?
Exactly. A few floors below us are the magnetically shielded dorms and storerooms designed for the folks who used to live and work here back in the Cold War. The whole place is basically a big bunker.
Right. And the team that built the geothermal plant left various supplies behind.
Exactly. There's probably enough dry rations and assorted supplies there to feed dozens of people for a couple of years.
Survival of the species, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, but
Better get to it.
it would be a lot easier for people further south. Right. I'm going to save this. And how long have I been going? Nearly 3 hours. 2 hours, 45 minutes. I am actually going to bring this to an end because now it's a logical place to do so. We will continue the story tomorrow. So basically, it's all one big Carrington event. Yeah. Oh, yes. No. I mean, you'd have significant problems. I don't know enough about how to make hardened electronics. I'm pretty certain it's possible because the military have been making electronics that are technically hardened against electromagnetic pulse, and that's kind of what this is. So it's doable. You'd have to basically hand build stuff to build stuff, and then but you could do it. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't think the Carrington event caused a huge change in the climate, which is what's also implied here. But I would have to look up the Carrington event to be sure of that. But the Carrington event was a very real thing. I think much of what she said there was absolutely true. The thing about the telegraph working despite the fact that there was no electricity connected, as I recall, is quite true. I think telegraph operators could even send each other messages. So yeah. Oh no, I think it would. Like I say, the only thing that's not really been explained is this perpetual, yes, the Carrington event would essentially knock out all your electronics. It wouldn't, as far as I know, drastically affect the weather. But without electronics, yes, you would see a substantial die-off. It would be a substantial apocalypse. And in fact, it is a very real risk even now, but the paranoid elements of this, I think, are a bit overblown. Yes, that's a very valid point. Yeah, the land might still work. So it's not, I think there's plot holes you could, drive the odd small vehicle through, but oh yeah, no, I mean, it wouldn't even matter if you couldn't get food into towns. That would be hellish within a few days. Yeah, I mean, we're not looking at a fun time or anything like that. Yeah, yes, it would. Aviation would be. Well, no, aviation could go back to. Actually, aviation could recover relatively quickly. At least some aviation would be. Some of the less complicated aircraft. Might end up back at World War I or World War II levels of aviation, but with our advanced knowledge. So, but anyway, we shall resume this tomorrow. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will obviously be back this evening with Warframe. Go to sleep, Bricage. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all next time.